hits the ground before he does.
The Barton brothers in there together. Will number 5, Antonio number 2. Will misses the runner. Robinson the outlet to Brady Morningstar. Nice look ahead. Releford avoids the defense and lays it in.
Don't get near enough credit for making this Kansas team as good as it is. You can't win without stars, but you also can't win without the kind of role players that Bill Self has got.
Johnson's got him. They work it around in the corner. Poked away. Here comes Elijah Johnson ahead to Releford. One big giant step. Mother may I? Yes, you may.
Travis Relford running the lane so well over the first couple games. Just a couple of long strides. He covered some ground.
Withy looking inside on that high-low. Nothing there. They patiently work it around to Releford, who buries the three.
Great possession that time.
Poked away by Taylor. Here comes Releford. Look at Robinson around the court.
Second time we've seen him do that. Defensive possession. There's a nice job by Tyshawn Taylor just getting his hand in there and take the big step. Just a couple right there and the easy lay-in for Travis.
Favorites by the coaches in the league along with Texas A&M. Taylor didn't get as much love. Releford another three. Wow!
The perfect night continues for Travis Releford. 4 for 4. Looks so good right now on that jump shot. He's come so far.
Just listening to the coach talk, because he just says words of wisdom all the time. And one of the things he said, very simple. Guys, good passes lead to good shots. Bad passes lead to bad shots. That was a good pass from Robinson.
Johnson swings it this time. Releford's the open man. And he hits a three. Travis Releford with the bucket. Releford to drive into the paint, swooping in for 2.
I think that was a situation there on that little screen and come off to where they got to switch it.
Mr. Johnson, Steve Johnson of Oregon State shot 74% for the year.
Wide open look, Releford.
I mean, that was wide open, baby.
Robinson, they kept him under wraps today, but he backs in, not this time again, but back to Taylor. Tyshawn to get it across now, and Releford's got an open look. He nails it. 6.5 minutes to go. Jacobin carrying the load. Misses this three. Robinson's hands, and here comes Taylor. Last night, lob, and Releford finishes.
Played by Hunter on a switch. Johnson. Releford very active. He's considered their defensive stopper. Had to wait his turn behind a number of talented players. Releford, yes. It's a matter of catching and turning and laying it in. Robinson, Brown got a piece of it. That counts in the foul. For Kansas getting the ball deep inside, and then you see the little hip check from Lorenzo Brown. So Kansas with 2 consecutive possessions where they've looked like themselves. See how he is affected by Withy. And then Harris cannot hit. Releford with the spin. Oh, what a move. Taylor kicks it out. Releford for 3. Yes. He's been an important player because that's a tough matchup for anybody on Kansas. But for Young, the size with hits it is too much. Oh, nice backdoor, and Releford scores. Beautiful pass. Here is White, rejected by Withy. Releford ahead of the field. Releford. Just an amazing run for Bill Self.
Buford, meanwhile, the 4th all-time scorer in Buckeye history, hits a 3. Releford on the drive and cuts it back down to 5. Taking on Taylor, driving in, and caught underneath. Midcourt with 2 seconds. Taylor inside. Releford in time. What a boost going to the locker room.
Great defense there, maintaining his ground. And then let's watch this. Does he get it off in time? Releford really extending. And that is close, but it looks like it counts.
Yeah, maybe a 10th, maybe 2/10. And they pull it off, yes.
That was an excellent block, as you said, Steve, by Withy. Thad might have thought. Well, the Jayhawks starting to come alive in the areas that Bill Self talked about at halftime. Getting the 50-50 balls.
Releford slashing to the basket from Johnson. Releford down the floor, goes baseline and lays it in, down to one.
What a terrific move that was. His IQ, all of that keeps him engaged and impacting the game, whether he scores or not.
That is a three by Releford.
Did this with Ben McLemore getting in foul trouble. He only played 11 minutes in the first half.
Releford, an easy layup.
Having quite a tussle in the paint area, but I didn't see Jeff in there that long.
6 turnovers against Kansas, but now they get a steal, and Releford gets his second layup. Is the word Bill Self used in describing James Kinney, and that's what that conversion was.
Releford with a nice crossover on the big man, Van Kirk.
With Kevin Young settling for three-pointers with plenty of time on the shot clock.
He might be pleased by that defense for the steal and the unselfishness to Releford. Get it inside to Withy, who's double-teamed on the catch. Releford with an open three, got it.
And when this thing bogs down and becomes more of a half-court game, I think Kansas has more ways to hurt you.
And that's a big basket, too, because when a young player sees the ball go through the basket, it makes him a better basketball player. Releford answers with a tray.
Would you go to a 2-3? I don't know that Kansas plays that much zone.
Only when Kansas gets down do they play those jump defense. Look at that.
Here's Johnson again, getting away from Lucius, and this is doubled, and they get back to an open Releford, and he knocks the three down. It's a 5-point advantage.
Releford hits the three. Keep going back to that game on February the 6th. It was such a crazy upset. You're wondering, how could that even happen? And they didn't get any of these hardly.
Draws 3 defenders. Young strips it. Releford, power dribble to the rim.
The side two-step here on the move. Catches it, sidesteps Hannah's for the easy bucket. Moral victories or anything based on it being at Kansas or senior night.
Releford with a three. Releford, quick move into the paint. Releford. Boy, after missing his first 11 three-pointers of the year. A kick out for 3. Wow. His shot a little bit short. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Here comes Releford. Wow, what a spin move by Releford.
Clark's been in tonight. Bill Self's given him a lot of rope.
Bad pass this time from Rodriguez. Here comes McLemore. Gives it up. Releford.
Took it high. Gave it back to McLemore. Johnson comes in now. Releford attacks. Good ball movement against that defense. And Lucius rolling through. Couldn't finish it. And Elijah Johnson with a bounce pass. And there's Releford sliding in. Niang on a move. And again it's Young. Into Releford. There's numbers here. Goes in for the layup. And the Jayhawks are back to within 1. Southwell is on McLemore. Meanwhile, Releford puts the Jayhawks back in the lead by 2. Withy staying with it. Comes down with a defensive rebound. Great outlet pass from Withy. And Releford finishes. Rodriguez drives on Withy. Muscles into him. Withy stays right with it. Comes up with it defensively. Tharp with a bounce pass. It's a beauty to Releford.
He creates easy baskets with his speed. Take a look at this bounce pass through traffic, right on the money to Releford. And Releford does a terrific job.
Very patient. We see how much he's grown as a freshman. He's going to take his time to get a good look. Releford. Down low to Withy, played by Fant. Here's Withy, way off, and Releford with the bucket. Here's Price on the drive. Withy altered that shot. McLemore on the move. It's a 2-on-1. Releford from McLemore.